Hello.
Hey.
KDA Life 20.
Well, let's welcome them first. Welcome to KDA Life, episode 20.
Yeah. Well.
Okay, so this is another gaming episode. We're not actually playing a game, but we are going to review a game that we did play.
Yeah.
So, that game is... where's that? Man of Medan?
Yeah.
Medan? I
Think
don't
so.
ever think I heard that word at all throughout the whole game.
I didn't, and I didn't even know this game existed, to be honest, but it's by Dark Pictures. It's apparently their first game, but they also were the developers or directors of Until Dawn.
Which we have played.
Yeah.
Which we're going to play again so that we can
give
a fresh review of that.
Yeah. And then they also just made another game called Little Hope. And
I was about ready to botch that name up. I'm glad I didn't speak.
And what's different about those three games compared to any games is your decisions matter in the game.
Mm-hmm.
However, whatever decisions you decide has fate with the players in the game.
Like the butterfly effect.
Yeah.
It's exactly like that. So if you've played Until Dawn, this is a very familiar concept as far as how it's set up. I love games like this.
Oh, I do too. I hope they make a lot more games.
Mm-hmm.
The only downfall that I have is it is very, very short.
Yeah.
Very short.
We finished it in 3 nights.
Yeah. And if you're a big gamer, you could probably finish it with 5 hours, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, because we averaged about 2 hours the first and second night, and then the third night was maybe half an hour. So 4.5 hours.
Yeah.
You're done.
Yeah.
But I thought it was good.
Oh, it was great. I love like I said, I love those games like these.
Okay, so can we give a basic gist?
Yeah.
Of what okay, so if you've ever seen the movie Ghost Ship, it kind of, for me, it reminded me of that.
Yeah.
Looking for lost artifacts or whatever, and they stumble upon this huge, World War II big, ocean liner, right?
It was some type of
warship or
something. Warship back in the World War II.
But yeah. And so it was just, it was really different any stuff about World War II, if you've ever heard of, what's that called? Was it called mustard gas?
I think so, yeah. I think that's what they call
that plays a little bit into the storyline. I don't want to give away too much because I want you... A lot of jump scares.
Yes. A lot of jump scares.
Do not watch this game with a full bladder. You will have immediate reactions. Let's just say that.
I never saw that many jump scares in one game before.
Oh my word. And it doesn't get old.
No.
You kind of sort of feel like it's coming, but you really don't know for sure. Because there's times where it felt like that, and then nothing really happened. Yeah. And then other times,
Yeah. And then, bam! It just happened. Yeah, so it was very, very good game. I give it a 10.
I would say an 8 or 9 just because I wanted it to last a little bit longer. Yeah. Maybe we're just pros. But it was really... oh my goodness, what's the kid's name? The one I recognized from, actual TV and movies from the 90s. I don't know his name. I know it off the top of my head, but he plays, the foolish one in the game, so it was just kind of...
And what I am starting to like, too... What I'm starting to like too is they are making games now with actual actors from movies and TV stuff and whatnot. That they got one coming out with Keanu Reeves in it.
Oh, I am looking. That's going to be such an exciting experience. I'm so excited. What was the
name of Dale? Dale, what's his name?
Norman Reedus?
Norman Reedus?
Yeah.
They have a game with him in it. I feel like there's another one that had... Oh! There's another one coming out that has Ronald Reagan.
Yes!
In it.
I don't care about it at all, but I saw him. I was like, they put Ronald Reagan in a game. That's just really cool.
And let me tell you, they didn't miss a beat as far as what he looks like.
Slightly younger, like 80s Ronald Reagan, but...
Well, the game takes place, I think, in the 80s.
Oh, yeah, true that.
So, 70s, 80s, something like that. So, yeah. So, that's really exciting that they're starting to put more people from, TV and stuff in these games.
Yeah.
And how realistic they're making these games, too.
Oh, man, the graphics, I feel like every couple years the graphics get so much clearer that... I mean, we watched a trailer for Resident Evil 8.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, even, 7 was impressive. But 8 looks like almost exactly like a real hand pushing on the door or whatever. But whatever, we're not talking about that one. But so this was definitely a super fun game. If you like jump scares... I would say there really wasn't a lot of gore.
No,
it wasn't really gory. And it was fun. There wasn't any nudity in it or anything like that. So it was, pretty... I wouldn't say PG because it was pretty scary, but somewhere between PG-13 and rated R. That's what I would... it is rated M for mature audiences, so yeah, okay, maybe rated R. But it's not really...
Yeah, technically M in games would be considered R in movies.
Yeah.
So if this was a movie, it would be rated R. But I'm excited for Little Hope.
Do you want to know what I was going to say it was?
What?
Lone Survivor.
No, that's not close.
So, I have this thing. I know, #tangent. But I have this thing that I remember what we're talking about, but I remember it completely different than what it is. We always used to go to the Demo Derby up in the Gratz Fair grounds. But I couldn't think of it the one time when I was like, Dirt Derby. So now it's just a joke. I call it Dirt Derby. Like our racing video, Comps. It's the consolation race.
Yeah.
I call it Comps. I don't know. It makes sense to me. I don't know. So I'm always messing stuff up. And as soon as you were like Little Hope, and I was like, oh, I was going to say Lone Survivor. So, hey, it's kind of fun to get things wrong sometimes.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Little Hope should be fun. I'm excited
about
that one.
We definitely want to get that game.
Yeah. And when we get it, we play it, we'll do a review.
And we'll review it.
Yep, that's right.
All right. Wow. Well, that was a fun episode 20. Yeah. I like talking about games. I didn't realize just how excited I get to...
Yeah. Well, games are becoming more like movies. So.
One of my gray hairs made it onto your shirt. I apologize.
So, yeah, they're becoming more like movies. I think there was one, what was it? It was Injustice, Justice League, or one of them where it was like 90% just watching. I think it was Justice League, or whatever they call it, Injustice, or whatever. It was supposed to be Justice League.
And that was kind of Mortal Kombat style?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was more like a movie. You watched
that was funny though.
It was fun.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
But
like you played maybe 10% of the game and the rest of it was watching. So
I'll tell you one thing. I was only really a computer gamer before I met him. Well, other than like Wii. But I never got into like hardcore gaming or anything like that. But I tell you what, this has become like such a fun thing for us to do. And, you know, it's we each have our own roles. Like, I mean, I feel like this one I just watched. Yeah. I didn't really like have to solve any problems or be, you know, puzzles or anything like that, but
well, these games make it easy for you just to go through. Like, there's really no challenges.
Yeah, 4.5 hours we were done. I'm almost positive it was about 4.5 hours.
Well, there's no challenges, but what there is decisions.
Yeah.
So there might not be no like challenges really in the game, but your decisions will factor what happens in the end.
Now, as far as like maneuvering goes, was that pretty easy? Was there any tasks that were slightly difficult? I feel like we didn't really get stuck on any parts.
No, we didn't. There was no like trying to crawl under stuff or, you know, trying to, you know, break codes or something like some of them are like. Oh, there was the buttons when you had to hit a button.
I think some of the bad decisions ended up happening from the wrong timing.
Well, they jump on the screen really quickly, and you have to hit it like right away. And if you don't hit it right away, you miss it. And it's like, so you have to be like really focused, really on your game to kind of like make sure you.
But even that like can alter the course that you take because of it. Yeah. But one thing, real quick, that I thought was really interesting about this one, there were moments where you had to push the button at the same time as a heartbeat in order to like keep quiet from the bad, you know, people or whatever. And I thought, that's pretty cool. Like I mean that got me like, you know.
And you actually hear the heartbeat.
And you have to time it with the thing, and I'm like, oh my goodness, man, that's.
And if you don't time it right with the thing, then the bad guy's gonna hear you. And then you got to go running. So, just like in the movies.
so that was something that was like stood out for me for this game. So would you play it again?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, I would too. I mean, especially it didn't take a long time, but I think it could, based on how the ending was. It seems like there's multiple endings, kind of like Until Dawn. There's multiple possibilities of endings, which really makes it exciting and does make you want to play it again. So I like that too.
Oh yeah. So I think that's it for this video. You got something else?
No, I was just being silly. I'm slightly tired, if you can't tell by the look on my face.
I wonder if that's going to be a thumbnail option.
What, this?
No, what you just did. With the whole... Yeah, I'll be a thumbnail option.
Oh, I hope so. Oh, that would be so funny. So, for another tangent, second tangent, I apologize, but... So, when we upload the video, like, there's always 3 different choices for a thumbnail, and we try and go for the one we like the best, or sometimes the one that makes us crack up laughing. So that's what he means about the thumbnail. But like, I honestly hope that is a choice, because apparently my nose thought that was really funny.
All right, well, you got two tangents in, so you're out of tangents for the night. So.
Oh, I spent all my tangents. I didn't know I had a limit. I thought I had, like, unlimited access.
Wow.
Apparently I'm on a 2-tangent limit.
Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and come see what our next video is.
Yep. See ya.